All right, what is going on, everybody? Good morning, happy Friday. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest challenges I really see in local SEO today, and that is how to actually rank number one on Google Maps when operating a nationwide service business. Now, a lot of businesses can rank in one city. That's doable, that's certainly achievable. Very few can rank consistently across multiple markets, especially if you're a law firm, accountant, locksmith, restoration company, whatever it is. If you're trying to expand nationally, this live stream is for you. So, what I'm going to do is, for the most part, break this down into 8 different steps for the most part, right? But before, if you guys have any questions on this, you need help, you need feedback, you need someone who can kind of guide you through the C's, so to speak, of ranking high on AI as well as Google, do me a favor, call me directly, 215-607-6482, as well as email me, sean@needmomentum.com. So first step we'll talk about is you want to stop thinking like a national brand. And this is kind of counterintuitive, you might think, but the biggest mistake I see is businesses trying to rank nationally with one Google business profile. And obviously, Google Maps is local. So if you want to rank in Dallas, Phoenix, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Google wants to see legitimate trust signals in each market. So that means real locations, local content, local reviews from local IP addresses, local citations, and then local relevance. You can't simply expect to create one profile and expect it to rank everywhere. That just will not make any sense. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Second step is you want to build legitimate location infrastructure. What do I mean by that? So before you ever create a Google business profile, you want to make sure the location qualifies. You want to ask yourself questions such as, can customers meet you there? Is the business represented there consistently? Do you have boots on the ground during business hours? And the biggest thing is, can you actually get verified, right? Can you pass video verification? Can you make the profile a service area business? All of this stuff is very, very important because, as you guys know, maybe you don't know, but Google is getting stricter every single year. And a bad location strategy leads to suspensions, not just for one profile, but potentially for all of them. So be very cautious with that. It's very, very important. On top of that, step 3 is you want to create location pages that actually rank. Most businesses that have different cities, different locations, they create terrible location pages. Google doesn't want, oh, we serve Dallas, or we serve Houston, or we serve Austin. That's been done 100 times. Each page should have unique content, local photos, testimonials, local service information, a map embed, an embedded Google map, local schema markup. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is local FAQs. Each page should feel like its own mini website. And if you don't have that, a lot of the times, guys, you're not going to be able to rank as high opposed and compared to someone who is doing all this stuff, right? Because what they're doing, if you think about it, is they're giving Google exactly what they want. Because if Google is, think about it like this. If Google is trying to recommend a business, business one has a bunch of unique content, local photos, IP addresses that can be marked from good reviews, local FAQs, whether it's on the Google profile, it's on the location page, whatever it is, versus company B that doesn't have that stuff. They're not answering the question, oh, if I Google a certain service in a certain area, is my business going to pop up or not? Really quick and easy, right? So again, each page should feel like its own mini website. Very important, right? And step number 4 is you want to build citations consistently. Google uses citations as trust signals. So you want to make sure every location has consistent information across business directories, industry directories, data aggregators, and local directories. So the name, address, phone number must match exactly with that location. Citation consistency still matters in 2026, and you can actually make an argument it's never mattered more, especially when it comes to AI, right? So that's step number 4. Step number 5 is you want to get reviews at every location, obviously. So reviews remain one of the biggest, strongest Google Maps ranking signals. You have to think about it like this, guys. At many companies that have 500 reviews at one office and 5 reviews at another, that creates gaps in ranking. So every location should have its own review acquisition process. I'm not saying every single, place has to have the same number of reviews. That would be so hard to do. But you want to focus on frequency, quality, keywords naturally included by customers. And then, like I said, you want to respond to these reviews. It's very important that you respond to every single review out there, good and bad, because again, that gives future customers a sense that, oh, this person actually cares. They know what's going on in their business, right? Very important. Step 6 is you want to use Google Business Profile posts. So a lot of people just ignore this. They don't post on the Google profile. You need to post service updates, case studies, promotions, team updates, maybe local market content, market data. Regular activity is going to help demonstrate that the business is active and is legitimate as well, which is very important. And then step 7 is you want to win AI search and Google Maps together. So something we're seeing now is AI search influencing local visibility. So businesses appearing in ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, I'm sure you guys have seen those, often have strong reviews. They have consistent citations. They have authoritative content. They have clear service pages, and they have very, very strong entity signals. It's funny, the future isn't just Google Maps, it's Google Maps plus the AI search visibility, right? And the final step I'll leave you with, step 8, is you want to avoid the biggest scaling mistake. The biggest mistake when it comes to scaling nationwide profiles on Google Maps is the businesses that get suspended are often trying shortcuts. They try fake addresses, they create locations that aren't staffed, they use virtual offices incorrectly, and they actually skip verification requirements because Google obviously is going to crack down on this. They're smarter than ever. It's a big, big problem, right? You want to build slowly, you want to build legitimately, and you want to build for the long term, right? Otherwise, that's what you guys need to do on a 30,000 foot view, granular level. If you guys have any questions and you're like, oh my gosh, Sean, this is a lot of stuff to do, it is. Quite frankly, it is a lot of stuff to do. But the nice thing is you can quite literally hire a company like mine to do this for you. So you don't have to go all through this legwork. We've done this for a decade plus. Or if you just want a free roadmap personalized to you, call me at my number 215-607-6482, as well as email me, sean@needmomentum.com. Otherwise, really grateful to be on here today. Like the video, comment below, and otherwise, I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend ahead.